What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode. So basically, what I want to do is just touch base on the current situation of where we are, all right, and how we need not fall into fear mongering, because we're smart people. We know that whatever is gonna happen is gonna happen. It's that simple, all right. We need to stop worrying about the things that we have no control over. Have a little faith and understand that it's in our best interest to stand together and to look out for everyone equally. Okay, so what does that mean? That means that we have to understand that the senior letter carrier has to come first, and then the guys that have been here for 10 to 20 years have to come next. All right, it's a pecking order, it's a seniority based job, and that has to be understood. Okay, the people at the lowest end of the pole, which I will be included, are going to be CCAs and people at the lower steps of the table. All right. And what we have to do is we got to pay our dues. We got to earn our keep. All right. There's no reason that, especially after the pandemic, there's no reason that people starting a career, okay, I'm not talking about the CCA position, I'm talking about career employees. If this tentative agreement passes, okay, we're going to give career employees starting at 26 to 27, depending on these projected colas, or as people that have been here for the last 10 years haven't received that benefit. They started at $15, 16, 17, $18. And now we're going to say, well, these people are worth more than you. Now, what that is going to do is cause a division amongst the carriers. And when you cause a division, it makes our union even weaker. All right. So this is a rude reality awakening of the young carrier. And they have to understand that it's not pitted against you, but it will be soon if this contract goes into effect. All right. I understand starting pay is not where it needs to be as a CCA. I understand that. However, if we take care of the steps the way that we want to, the way that we need to, when we convert, we will be paid adequately. All right. But we can't just focus on that in this contract. Okay. This contract has to take care of the people in between the steps. Okay. That's probably the second most important thing that a contract has to do. Number one is has to take care of the people that are close to retirement because they worked their whole careers for this, and then it has to take care of the people that's been here for 10 to 20 years. All right, that's it. That's fair. That's how it has to be. And then what we could do, okay, maybe not in this contract, but what we could do if the CCAs take a second to understand that this is a career job. It's not a temporary job. Right now, you guys are in a temporary assignment, which means that you are working towards a day, which is 2 years away from the day you start, where you get the rewards of the career. And the rewards are more flexibility when it comes to overtime, benefits, and just being treated like a human. I understand it's tough being at CCA, but the reality is we all have been there. So it's important to take care of the people in the middle of the steps because they have given, some of the toughest years of their life during the pandemic, and they're being ignored. Okay, everyone wins in this contract except for the majority of our membership, okay, which is everyone between step D and step M, N, O, P, J, K, L. So all the steps before P and O and the steps after A and B and C. Okay, you guys are the core of our membership today. So a contract that doesn't resonate with you guys is an automatic vote no, at least in my eyes, because what's happening is we're taking care of the people that are soon to retire, and we're taking care of the people that are soon to be career, but we forget about the people that have been here. All right, I don't know about you, but that generation of postal service has been screwed the most. You guys were the ones that originally lost your starting pay as TEs. Then you guys got pushed into CCAs, which dragged out your time to become career. Those are resentments that maybe some people have never gotten over. Maybe some people have. However, for you guys to get screwed again, that would be an automatic no for me. CCAs, I understand. But one thing you got to understand is you guys are given the pay scale before you apply for the job. Okay, I was given the pay scale before I applied for the job. Okay, I chose to accept this job at the pay that I was getting. All right, so I hate to be that person, but if you knew the job paid a certain amount, that's what it is. Okay, I understand maybe you didn't know exactly everything it was, but that's what it is. Okay, you guys are also so soon in your career that you're gonna have many more contracts ahead of you. That maybe not this contract, but the next contract, and it won't help you. And that's how this works. Any contract that helps the new carrier, it doesn't help you if you're not a new carrier anymore. So are you willing to sacrifice as you grow in your career to take a loss to get back to the new carrier? Are you? You have to ask yourself that question, because that's what the membership is faced with today. Okay, we have people with many years in the service, and they're about to take a big haircut to take care of the people that aren't even working here yet. So CCAs, ask yourself that question. Would you do that? All right. It's controversial. I get it. There's no way to take care of all three tables equitable, right? But what you do is definitely take care of table one and table two. You eliminate table one, of course, but then you raise the raises in table two. Okay, you have to. You have to take care of your membership. Those are the people that have been supporting the union financially for the life of their career. Okay, those are the people that put back into the union. Okay, whether they blood, sweat, and tears. Those are the people that deliver for America. Okay, and now for those people to get screwed in a tentative agreement, I mean, I would just be a little bit upset about that. And then the senior letter carriers, if you take care of them adequately, many of them will drive off into retirement this year or next year, which opens up the CCA position to be converted to regular. So it's kind of like cause and effect. Okay, raise the pay substantially at the top. Okay, it gives everyone an opportunity to make more as they move up in the steps, but it also frees up a lot of new career positions when people retire. Okay, it's a tricky situation, because if you're given a budget, you have to figure out how to allocate the funds accordingly, right? But again, I understand there are retention issues at certain offices, and then when those retention issues happen, they become overtime issues. Okay, and we know as postal service employees, overtime is where the money is. Okay, and that's the issue, because our starting pay is so low. So it's all based off of the same issue, money, right? So here's an example. If you have enough CCAs and you have enough people to cover the routes, then the overtime disappears. And now there's no overtime, and there is not a adequate pay rate. So now the issue is even bigger. Okay? The issue is bigger because now you're not making enough by the hour, and now there's no overtime to supplement your paycheck. So then what do you do? Okay, then we cry, oh, we don't want any more new hires. Okay, they're taking all the hours. Okay, so it's a paradoxical problem that we're in. So what we got to do is take care of the pay scale. Okay, that should be the number one priority, and that means readjusting those numbers in there. Okay, stop worrying about the table three, because that's what they're doing. They're trying to increase that table three, the CCA table, by eliminating two steps at the top in table two, and then they're getting rid of table one by putting it into table two. We got to get rid of table three, and we got to get rid of table one, and we have to fix the pay increase in table two. Okay, what does that mean? That means we have to reduce some steps eventually. But ultimately, this video is to let the middle carriers know that you guys are going to be robbed to pay Peter and to pay Paul. Okay, and if you're all right with that, that's fine. That's totally up to you. But if you protest it, the best way to do is to vote no, but it's also to join the solidarity. And what I mean by that is voting no is not just enough. I mean, you guys, okay, I'm speaking to you. This plea is for you. You guys who have 10 to 20 years, you guys have so much influence in the Postal Service. Okay, if you look at supervisors and managers, they're not talking to you guys sideways. They're talking to new hires. They're talking to people with less than 5 years the way that they want to talk to. All right, you guys have pull, you guys have juice, and if you guys stand together in solidarity and start to, join the reform of where the younger energy is at, show them show them some support, show solidarity between the ranks. That's how we get things done. Anyway, guys, I hope this touches the people it needs to touch too. And until next time, I'll be here. You'll be there. Peace.